One of my favorite lenses, hands down, is the Tokina 10-17 Fisheye. Now here I have the one for the EF style, that's the older DSLR Canon style. So I want to use it with a DLM-D style. So in this case, we'd be looking at the R100, the R10, the R7. So in order to adapt this lens to that camera body, you are going to need the EF to EOS R adapter, which I have here. Now these lenses have been discontinued, so if you have one of these in your arsenal, great. Otherwise, you can sometimes find them used. I highly recommend picking one up. You'll get excellent coverage and you'll have very sharp images, corner to corner, very fast autofocus. So when I put that adapter on there, I'm going to go ahead and switch the switch to AF instead of manual focus. Now the clamp and gear sleeve set that you will have will come with adhesive pads. Due to the diameter of this lens, you will not be needing the pads. We're going to just use the inside diameter of the clamp itself. And I'm going to go ahead and take that clamp, and I'm going to just gently walk it over the top of the lens here until I reach the zoom ring of the lens itself. Until I make sure it's even all the way around the circumference. And this is a very effective and low profile system, so if you're like me, you're going to go ahead and just leave this on your lens. And what I'm going to do is turn my attention to the port opening of the housing. And go ahead and remove the body cap from the camera. Take our gear sleeve and we're going to drop it down in. And we're going to align the rib of the gear sleeve with the red dot on the camera body. Then we're going to take our lens, make sure everything's switched in the right place, and that our clamp is in the correct place. And then what we're going to do is roughly line up that tab with the red dot. And then as we feed the lens down in through the gear sleeve, we're going to make sure that the ribs of the gear sleeve go into the tabs of the clamp. And once those are engaged, basically what you're going to do is you're going to bayonet the lens onto the camera body. Like so. Rotate until you feel it click into place. You can turn the gear sleeve at this point to make sure that the lens is zooming. If you happen to smudge your lens, now is a good time to clean that off. And at this point, we're going to take a little bit of Ikelite lube between our finger and thumb. Doesn't take very much here. We're going to apply a small film of that lube around the port sealing O-ring, and you're going to, in addition to applying the lubricant, you're going to feel for any debris, and you're going to visually inspect to make sure you don't have any hair or anything that's going to compromise the seal. You're going to take your port, and you're going to make sure that the 3 thumb screws are not protruding to the inside diameter, and then you're going to take your finger and run it across the sealing surface of the port, and you're going to feel for any debris, visually inspect to make sure there's no hair there. Then what we're going to do is take the drive gear, and you're going to position it on the left-hand side so that your right hand is free for the shutter lever. Place it over port opening like so. Apply a little downward pressure. Make sure that your drive gear is actually going to engage the zoom of the lens. In this case, we're good to go. And then all you have to do is tighten the 3 thumb screws down. There's no need to over-tighten these. The seal occurred when the part went together. These just keep it retained. Now you are ready to go shoot close focus wide angle or any kind of fisheye shot. If you have any questions about this setup, drop us a comment down below or shoot us an email to ikelite@ikelite.com.